Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'in wa ala umuri dunya waddin wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in amma ba'du. Greeting from Indonesia. I would like to congratulate remarkable sisters in Afghanistan for convening the first female ulama congress today and tomorrow. It is indeed the event is unprecedented as we as women Muslim have to cherish and celebrate for the public acknowledgements of the prominent roles of female ulama. I would equally convey my heartfelt appreciations to the Indonesian ambassador for Afghanistan and colleagues in the embassy for entrusting me to join this prominent event, even though from afar, with thanks to the advanced technology for making my virtual appreciation possible. The first Afghan Female Ulama Congress marked the substantive developments in the Muslim world after the similar Congress convened in Indonesia in 2017, where the former Afghan ambassador, Her Excellency Roya Rahmani, was with us. Distinguished ulamas and honorable participants, the Congress is certainly vigorous and robust efforts in claiming the space in the highly male-dominated Muslim cultures. Albeit many female were accorded as prominent ulamas, such as Aisyah radhiyallahu anha, Rabidah al-Adawiyah, Aisyah bintu Shati in the Islamic history. In this local context, we witnessed thousands of female scholars who graduated from the same Islamic educational institutions and universities, but have not been acknowledged as ulama. Here in Indonesia, female scholars have been struggling for some time in claiming the term female ulama. Until in 2017, in the first Congress, we finally undertaken involving more than 1,000 female scholars, teachers, activists, government officials throughout the country. The news of this event echoed to the Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and beyond, receiving attentive and encouraging response and support to secure the existence of female ulamas. Distinguished ulama and honorable participants, I equally delighted to observe and to learn the themes forwarded in this Congress, which thoroughly encompassed not only women but also children and community issues as a whole. It is certainly imperative to include women as part of developments of the Ummah and the nations, because women make up a half of the population. Islam highly valued women as equal as men in iman, of faith, Islam or Dinus Salam, and ihsan, betterments of humankind. The Prophet, peace be upon him, declared that women are the sibling of men, al-mar'atu saqaiqur rijal, with equal rights and responsibility as Khalifah fil arts. Distinguished ulama and honorable participants, both men and women are granted equal opportunities for seeking knowledge. Thalabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli muslimin wa muslimatin. Seeking knowledge is mandatory for Muslim men and women. Kullu muslimin wa muslimatin halifatan fil ard. Halifah is active and constructive subjects to bring maslahah or betterments for the universe, including politics, economic, social, and community lives. An Islamic maxim reiterates over times that women is the significant factor determining the state prosperity, or in Arabic it called al-mar'atu imadul bilad, in soluhat soluha wa in fasadat fasadat. It means women is the backbone of the state. If women are good, the state is good. If women are bad, and the state is also bad. This maxim is usually pointed out to and control women to behave and to be refined, including restrain them from public engagements for fear of being disgraced and dishonored. But my understanding to this maxim is in the contrary, where the state should be the duty bearer and the protection and the protector of women. The state will be stronger, prosper, and peaceful if women are well treated, respected, and protected in the cycles of life. Firstly, their reproductive health has to be protected, through which young generation is preliminarily prepared. It is therefore encouraging that women should be doctors, medical experts for treating special health issue of women. Secondly, women should be equally granted for education, because al-ummahatu Nadhlatul Ulema. Mothers are the first educators, where the young generation learns about life. Thirdly, women should be protected from all form of violence that usually happen due to the asymmetric gender relation, putting them in inferior positions to men, which make them vulnerable from being discriminated and target of violence, including child marriage and dowry system. Indeed, there is no restriction of women to involve in public engagement as men in their roles of Khalifah fil arts, in economic and politics and social, education, and many others. Distinguished ulamas and honorable participants, women should be respected and treated as equal partner at home. And it can only happen if they are given equal education, religious as well as modern knowledge. The equal partnership is encouraged, or al-mubadalah baina zawjain. It will create harmony and happiness in the family. Conversely, unequal relation at home and prevailing domestic violence significantly contributing to the subsequent violence in community and society at large. If differences, especially gender differences, are treated with respect, as the blessing of Allah, and methods entailed in such relations are negotiated and mediated in harmony. Eventually, differences in other dimensions of life, be religious, ideology, politics, can also be solved in peace process. Managing social, politics, public tensions and conflicts are deeply rooted in the family, where members of the family, including children, learn how to solve this tension. It is dialectically interrelated between the potential conflicts in private and public, as well as political conflict. Mass public violence is likely occurring when domestic violence is prevailing. Conversely, prevalent public violence will be extended to domestic and the household. In that case, women have significant roles to cut those cycles of violence due to their reproductive roles, which are projected to protect life in the continuum of regenerations of humankind. Women also should take courageous steps in initiating peace in both arenas. It will also possible if women are having bargaining power, which is derived from their intellectual capacities, particularly religious qualifications and acknowledgement that makes women's voices are heard. When peace is achieved, other qualifications will follow, which allow women to engage in social, economic, politics, in a more harmonious way. Distinguished ulamas and honorable participants, I believe that Afghanistan will soon gain the eternal peace and everlasting harmony that allows sisters and brothers to claim a peaceful place to live in a beautiful country as a piece of paradise on earth as it used to be. In the 70s, the Indonesian delegation was sent to Afghanistan to learn on how to establish a progressive Islamic approach from the Islamic universities, which enable us in Indonesia to negotiate between Islam and modernity in a harmonious way. Nowadays, we are thankful to be able to manage Indonesia as the biggest Muslim community in the world and the third largest democratic country after the US and India. I would like to conclude my remark by once again extending my profound greeting for the success of the first Afghan Female Ulama Congress, and I wish that it will achieve a fruitful and constructive outcome for the Afghan sisters, Afghan brothers, the children, and the people as a whole. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.